Part 1. White Clouds. Blue Sea Moon. The Goddess's Rite of Rebirth. As the sun grows stronger and the nights grow ever shorter, the Blue Sea Star returns to the sky once more. Believed to be the goddess's home, her followers look to the star and commence celebrations of her rebirth. On the grounds of Garreg Mach Monastery, a grand ceremony is held in honor of this much-anticipated event. Every true follower of the Church of Seiros is sure to be in attendance.
Now, we can't have an assassination during that. That would be bad. Wouldn't it? Caspar's birthday? Yes.
Our mission this month is to patrol and set up defenses to stop the assassination plot.
I wonder if an assassination attempt is truly the goal of our enemy.
Well, I think maybe I'm jumping the gun a little bit, but someone, I think Sedith does say that the plan outlined in this memo that they found is really not a great one, but it's still a threat, and they want to take it seriously. So maybe, if that's the case, maybe it's a distraction.
Yes, I think so too. A barely concealed secret message trying to distract us from whatever's really going on. Sloppy, to say the least. And while everyone is out searching for a phantom assassin, they'll be free to accomplish their true goal with ease.
The monastery houses many valuable weapons. Perhaps that is their aim?
I hear the monastery has a treasure vault too. Seems like the sort of place a foe would like some alone time in.
Garreg Mach is immense, and not just above ground, but below as well. Perhaps their aim lies beneath the monastery.
It seems to me that we should search the monastery for a clue as to what the enemy might be after. Of course, we must never underestimate the need for preparedness, in case a battle should ensue.
A secret meeting, Professor? Oh, we haven't been introduced. I am Shamir.
Shamir is one of the Knights of Seiros, and this young man is...
I work for Lady Rhea, and I'm Shamir's apprentice. Oh, the name's Cyril.
All right, couple of new characters to meet. I think we ran into Shamir on the monastery grounds, but maybe we didn't. I've already forgotten. Oh no.
Yep, I help Lady Rhea with all kinds of stuff. I've got to protect Lady Rhea, so that's why I've got to learn all I can from Shamir.
Cyril adores Rhea. That aside, if you need anything, ask.
So Shamir is another mercenary who's been hired by the Knights of Seiros. All right, so we don't have too many options. All we can do is explore. So let's just do that, shall we?
A hero's relic.
Ah, yes. That was the weapon that Catherine was wielding.
However, could I know something? Still, it is heavy on my mind. The stone within the sword. A glow of red. Oh, it is nothing.
Alright, so just as a reminder, a Hero's Relic is a special type of weapon that only people of, not only of specific bloodlines can wield, but they have to actually have a crest in order to be able to wield them.
How's that?
Hey, there's
You spend
Shamir.
too much time roaming the monastery.
I
If you're
just
looking for
started
something,
walking around.
Try less aimless wandering.
But, I was thinking about the enemy's objective.
Do you even know who the enemy is? You can't know why without knowing who. It's none of my business anyway. I'm just here to take care of enemies who get too close.
Alright, she can do some faculty training. She's skilled with the lance and the bow. Good to know, maybe. Right. I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter in my free time lately, and the run button in that game is R, and R in this game brings up the map. So that's why that keeps happening.
Hi. If you're looking for something, I probably can't help you. I still don't know what's where around here. Hey, I get hungry sometimes, like anyone else. What?
Alright.
Eating at night is bad for you? There's no way that's true. Wait, really?
Well, that was highly informative.
What the?
Alright, well, let's chat with Captain Dad since he's right here.
What's the matter? You're running all over creation. Ah, you don't believe Lady Rhea is the real target, do you? Even so, the Knights have their orders. We can't abandon our duty to guard Lady Rhea. The goddess's rite of rebirth is an important event for the Church of Seros. They say it's the day when the goddess will return to walk among us. Not too likely, if you ask me. Best if you keep that to yourself.
I see Captain Dad is fairly skeptical of the religion, but it is what it is. A lost item that we will not be turning in, because it's for someone outside the class.
Professor, people die in every battle, and it can be by sword or spear or magic, but depending on who it is that died, depending on who died, it's different.
Well, it'll definitely hit different.
I hope nothing bad happens this month.
Bag of tea leaves.
Our enemy's true target. What could it be? The monastery has been around for nearly a millennium. It's only logical that there are secrets here. We'd better investigate. Would you mind asking around and seeing what you can dig up? Once you've uncovered some leads, we'll regroup. I have a favor to ask.
Alright. Owl feather's a pretty good prize. The owl feather is a gift item that that everyone likes a lot. Like, everyone has, likes, dislikes, favorites, that kind of thing. Owl feather's a guaranteed favorite for everyone. It's good to have those on hand when you're trying to build up supports.
In Bridget, assassinations are many. I have also been the targeted, back in the past.
Oh no. Well, I'm happy you survived.
The Goddess Tower has an entrance of narrowness. That is most good. The windows are not the most good, though. A target of ease for snipers.
Most good. Thanks, Petra. We've got a couple of...
Hey, you.
Speaking of...
Oh.
Can you imagine the Archbishop being murdered? I prefer not to consider such a gruesome scenario. That easy to get under your skin, is it?
Well, Hubert. Am I not allowed to go in this way or something? Oh, no. I just needed to wait for the gate to rise up. It's fine.
Hey! Really?
Professor.
Oh, Flame.
Professor, I am afraid I have acted a bit childishly toward my brother recently. Given the circumstances, I requested that he provide me with some candies. Silly of me, really. The timing was improper, and I regret it very much now. Oh, but more importantly, this place is off limits, Professor. It is only open to the public on the day of the goddess's rite of rebirth.
Here's an idea.
Alright, someone who likes telling jokes. Well, maybe I'll hand that in. Did you know?
On the day of the rite, the monastery will be open to the public, including the Holy Mausoleum. The Holy Mausoleum is where the tomb of the divine Saros lies. There she slumbers, eternally. That's pretty much all that's in there. Just an ancient coffin. It's sealed with a powerful magic to protect against would-be grave robbers.
Well, alright, that sounds pretty important.
You're kidding.
Ah, there's Ash. As a reminder, he was raised by Lonato, the minor noble from the previous chapter, so I guess we could try to talk to him.
I can't stop thinking about Lonato. I'm sorry, Professor. I know this isn't the time, but I just can't get past it.
I'm not sure if I like either of these options, like conceptually. But, we'll just tell him to pull himself together.
Thank you. No matter what happens, I promise you I'll do my part.
And for whatever reason, he's okay with that. Alright, I want to do that guidance counselor thing. 3 notes. Okay. I know it came up last time, but these are always random. I checked. So let's read the first note. Let's see. We'll tell this person it's okay to sneak out. I think I know who it is. Of course it's Rhea. She did not appreciate my answer, though. Here I am trying to tell her, just go for it. Oh well. I'm an only child because of this. I'm worried that my parents will have to adopt a child or do their best to have another of their own if I don't carry on the family title. That sure looks like Linhart. We'll encourage him. Do what you want, dude. And that did not work either. This happens. Once more. I'm trying to read any book about reason I can get my hands on, but now and again I'll come across one that's written in a foreign language. How can I read those? Well, this seems easy. Start by studying the language. Okay. Annette, whom we have not met, appreciated that answer.
I have a thought. Have you visited the Goddess Tower? It's a sacred place used for rituals and the like. In general, students aren't allowed entry. But as you'd expect, that rule just excites their curiosity. Some have even tried sneaking in. Well, at least for this month, that kind of behavior is totally unthinkable. We have a lot more security, what with the goddess's rite of rebirth coming up.
Alright. By the way, that book of jokes, I wonder if that was yours.
Oh, this is mine. I thought it had vanished. Thanks, I owe you.
That one was easy to remember just because I remember that he was standing in that spot earlier, or in the previous month. Alright. Check out the library. Oh, yeah. Some of these glowing spots will just teach you, or give you, like, different information that doesn't affect anything except raises your professor level. So those are nice to find. That's what makes exploring worth it.
Library that you cannot find anywhere else. But once you are here, you can read them easily enough. I doubt someone would go to the trouble of stealing one. Sometimes Seteth will dispose of books that are deemed inappropriate for the monastery, but that's about it. In a way, I suppose that makes those particular volumes more valuable, right?
Seteth is engaged in book burning? That doesn't seem right. Alright, Hanneman, what do you got for me?
Unbelievable. What a terrifying story. However, an assassination attempt on Lady Rhea is doomed to fail. Pardon? You think the goal may be different than simple assassination? Intriguing. I suppose the priceless objects in this room could perhaps draw thieves. However, there's no one but me who could make use of them.
Well, alright. Probably not after Hanneman's thing. Wellness herbs. Probably belong to an adult with a taste for liquor. Wonder who that could be. Oh, hey, there's Catherine.
You'd best keep your distance. In this nervous state, I might just cut you down.
Say please don't, or I dare you to try. Well, she has that really cool sword, so please don't.
Oh, come on, I'm only kidding.
Oh, well.
Well...
Let's see, before I do any of that, dining hall. That, for some reason, has a thing.
Something in the monastery that someone might go after? There's so much here, I couldn't possibly name just one. Even this here kitchen contains precious wares, wine bottles from centuries past and the like. I hear that stuff is fancy, but not very drinkable. I doubt anyone would go to the trouble of stealing it.
Alright, centuries old wine. Let's see, we've got,
Maybe. It would be terrible if the greenhouse was targeted. The plants in here are incredibly valuable. This place contains the heart of Garrick Mock's 995-year history.
That's an oddly specific number.
Flowers, plants that can save or end lives. They are all my precious children.
Okay, it's kind of a weird way to describe plants that are potentially deadly, but it's information and I will take it. Speaking of, I'm pretty sure I forgot to check in on the greenhouse last time, so let's get our harvest. Ooh. Here's a big thing. Well, maybe not that big. You can actually get some stat boosters from gardening. It's only worth 1 point in dexterity, but you know, that could turn out to be something. So let's do some purple flowers and yeah, mixed fruits. Do a little pruning for 500 gold. Leave it at that. Arcane crystal, that's a material that we can't use just yet, don't worry about it. Oh, I haven't actually been to the Knight's Hall yet, evidently. Oh, hey, Linhart.
So sleepy. Too sleepy. I found an interesting book in the library. Got so caught up reading it, I forgot to sleep. Interesting discovery, though. The coffins of the 4 saints in the sanctum each have their crests carved into them. I'll need to find a way down there to get a look.
Well, alright, Linhart.
I've been in town procuring some supplies for Flame.
Supplies? Like candy? Let's not probe that.
No, but do not concern yourself for my safety. I am very much stronger than I appear.
Alright, well, let's see this quest. Alright, wants info on thieves. I think we can handle that. First, let's... So we couldn't go here before, because the game insisted that we had no business here. Which seems awfully presumptive, but okay. Hey, Ferdinand.
Setting fire to the stables to distract everyone, to cause a commotion. It is the oldest trick in the book, but I cannot shake the thought that our enemies may attempt it. I will stand guard and watch over the stable, and the knight's horses. They are truly magnificent.
He's totally going to be a cavalier.
Please, do me a favor.
So this is a quest that will unlock an activity that we haven't been able to see yet. I'll have to give that to someone. I already know who, so I'm just gonna hang on to it for now. Let's see, here's our Knight's Hall. There's Dimitri.
Hey.
I hear you have fought alongside Catherine. I would wager that her power exceeded your expectations. Had you the chance to witness her relic? Thunderbrand, glowing red. That glow is a sure sign that her blood contains a crest that harmonizes with that hero's relic.
Well, thanks for the info, I guess. I still have that one major quest thing to find, and, hey, Caspar.
I figured it out, Professor. The enemy must be targeting Lady Rhea. They're gonna make it seem like they're going after something else, but then they're gonna go for her. Impressive, right? I'm telling you, my intuition's never wrong.
So he thinks they're trying to pull a double fake on us. Well,
Hey, I got a favor to ask.
here's another thing that's pretty important. Tournaments. I'll check that out very shortly.
Do you know what this room is? It is the church's treasure vault. I say treasure, but I do not mean silver and gold and jewels. It mostly contains weapons, artifacts, and the like. Anything that would cause too great a stir, should it be stolen? No. The church knows better than to store anything too valuable in such an accessible location.
Alright, well, we got all the info about the church. Probably the most interesting target is the very first thing we learned about, but so it goes.
You're skilled. Why won't you battle me?
Well, so much for that, I guess. Obnoxious handkerchief. Alright. So, tournaments. The idea of the tournaments are kind of like the arena in previous games. In that it's a battle where you pick a unit, and the weapon is already picked out for them. But this time around, it's structured like a tournament. You got to win not just one match, but several. And every time you win, you get prizes. And if you can pull it off completely, you can usually get a pretty good weapon. So I have tested this out. You don't want to go with just who's got the highest rank in the relevant weapon. You want someone who's actually strong enough. So even though swords aren't really her thing, we're going to send in Edelgard. So you'll get a preview of your opponent and the relevant attack, accuracy, and crit chance.
Now you know your limits.
You don't get any experience for doing this. Just the prizes. And then between rounds, you can heal up to 2 times per tournament. And you're also free to withdraw after each round. But you can also just skip them, so why don't we just do that for as long as it takes. Just
witness my power.
Most of these opponents can barely do anything to her. She can do something, but let's just go for it. So one thing I should mention is that battles are supposed to go for 4 rounds, I guess? With any relevant doubles along the way. Let's heal. She's almost full up.
Well, how was that?
Hey, that was the last battle. So each fighter can attack twice, or, get their double attack if that applies. Then things will kind of reset.
I'm glad I asked you.
I mean, the damage dealt is still the same. But then they'll do like another 2 sets of attacks each. I think if you can't win, if you don't defeat your opponent in those attacks, then it might be over. I don't remember. It's been a while. But for participating, we get a steel axe on top of that steel sword plus that we got for actually winning. Let's see. Do you want to go here? Because this guy...
The goddess's rite of rebirth is the most significant ritual for the Church of Seros.
Because this guy is the one who needs the tea set.
Assassination plot merely with the intention to hinder the celebration.
Alright. Do you have to give him the gift?
How kind of you.
I will have to repay you sometime.
It's tea time. I will try to make use of that. Nope. There we go again, pressing the wrong run button. Sedith,
Done. You have my thanks.
here's your thing. I haven't gone to the marketplace. There's one other side quest here.
So... Right.
Good deal.
It's Anna.
Hey, Professor. How's it going? Making lots of coin?
Oh,
I'd love
right.
to catch up, but I'm super busy right now. Working. For money. You understand.
Well, she does have a quest. So this is like a repeatable quest. In side battles, not mission battles. Enemies will have items that they'll drop or that you can steal. And if you get enough of them, you can turn them in for a stat boosting item.
Okay.
So...
Professor.
Alright, want to go back to Edelgard, right?
Professor.
What have we learned?
I knew I could count on you. There's a place that the church values above all others. On the day of the rite, it will be open to the public. That will make it much easier than usual to access.
Well, that's
Precisely.
gotta be the Holy Mausoleum.
We can't know for certain, but it's a distinct possibility that the Holy Mausoleum is our enemy's target.
Well, alright then. Since we're here, why don't we have a little tea time?
Thank you.
So you can raise Charm, which is a stat that hasn't been in Fire Emblem before, that I've really not talked about. Charm is mostly a factor for Gambit attacks. I don't know if that helps their strength or their accuracy specifically, but that's what it's for. So when you have tea parties, you'll get 3 chances to carry on a good conversation, and you'll want to pick the right one. Go figure. We'll go with Bergamot. I happen to already know that's her favorite. That will help a lot.
I'm glad you called me here. Did you go out of your way to select my favorite tea? Thank you for the thought. Thank you. It's quite hot.
Alright, so when it's time to pick, we'll only get, how much time? Like 10 seconds to make our decision, I think, on what to talk about. 15, excuse me. Well, how about hopes for your future? Alright, this is a good subject. Dinner invitation. Not great. Alright.
Yes.
Doing great work.
If I hadn't been born to House Hresvelg, I imagine life would have been much simpler.
Alright, and then if things go well enough, she'll say something, and then you get 3 generic responses. We'll try praise. Okay, she liked that. I guess it's better than laughing at her or just sighing. So it wasn't perfect, but I did give her the right tea. If you give a character their favorite tea, that will give you some extra leeway. And when you do get it perfect, you get extra time. Observe is just... you can get a closer look at them.
This is lovely.
And you've got the banter button to get different sound clips. Or, well, just various buttons.
It smells delicious. Wow.
Tell a joke and she says, wow.
It smells delicious.
You can also, like, pan the camera around.
I don't fuss with makeup all that much, but I do take excellent care of my hair.
Ooh. That caught me off guard. Callie, hi. Thank you. Oh, boy. The difference in music when you've got this, you know, gentle tea time party going on. And then suddenly, that raid alert. Oh, boy. Anyway, game is going all right. Like I said, we're having tea time with Edelgard.
Wow.
And do I have any gifts for her? I do, but I don't want to give her anything right now. She's fine. And also, Ignited Foxy 448. Thank you for the follow. I will call that an end.
Thank you for the treat. This was fun. I hope you'll invite me again.
All right. Is there anything else I wanted to do? I'm gonna go back to the dining hall. Ooh. Head Chef Challenge. So every so often, you know, there are these events at the dining hall. They'll have like the daily special. And normally it'll tell you what it is and who's going to get the extra benefit, and it's a free meal. You don't have to use up any of your ingredients to do it. Well, bits. Wow. Thank you. I need to figure out what to do about bit alerts. Anyway, Head Chef Challenge. No idea what the dish is and who's going to like it, so I'm just going to pick 2 characters and hope for the best. We'll go with the Edelgard and Dorothea. They're my favorites. I mean, I love all the characters, but I do like their support interaction.
When I think of the past, it makes me grateful for things like having a nice, relaxing meal.
I don't like being hit on during a meal, so it's nice to be with you.
Okay, well, that didn't hurt. Go... I guess we'll do one more. Yeah, on second thought. We'll just put an end to it. Going back to the game. Yeah, it's a big game. It's understandable that anyone would take time away from it. I mean, I sure did. Lesson plan. Alright, what am I gonna do? Honestly, what I do here is actually not gonna matter that much. In fact, why don't I just do auto-instruct? See what that looks like, because I honestly don't know. I guess you just... Ooh. That's a valuable ability. Close counter. Wow, more bits. Thank you. Close counter, as the name implies, allows an archer to counterattack when an enemy attacks at close range. So that means they're not nearly as vulnerable. And, alright. Begin the lecture.
May I be asking a question?
Improvement for lance skills. Well, train with someone stronger.
I am appreciating your answer.
That makes the most sense. This is the main reason I wanted to do this class session. I've got more activity points, that's big. And now, we've got the ability to deploy adjutants. Masterclass is not important at this moment. Cooking together is not relevant. So, adjutants in Fire Emblem, in 3 houses. So, I didn't get to play Fire Emblem Awakening or Fates on stream. But in Awakening, they replaced that whole rescue mechanic, which is, you know, one character just kind of carries the other on their back, and then the first character suffers a 50% skill and speed penalty, which is a lot. It's a lot to deal with. But in Awakening, they changed that to a mechanic they called pairing up, which, you know, does what it sounds like. The thing is, pairing up was an incredibly busted mechanic. Because when units paired up, the supporting unit would give the frontline unit some temporary stat boosts. And depending on how strong that supporting unit was, that could be a lot of boost. And then, you know, support level factors in. I mean, it's a great way to build support levels. And supporting units, the backline units, they also had a chance to do their own follow-up attack, as well as just block an enemy attack entirely. It was extremely useful. As when I last played it, it was like you never want to not have someone paired up. You just go for it. In Fates, they tried to balance it a little. I think they made it so that the attack blocking relied on a meter rather than random chance. And this time around, they've tried to balance it a little more than that. So, adjutants is what they've come up with. So adjutants come in 3 different varieties. They can either do follow-up attacks, they can or guard, or they can do a little extra healing. You assign them to one of your frontline units, and what's cool about them is they'll get experience. They won't use up their weapons, and they won't die if the unit they're supporting dies. Of course, we're playing on casual mode, so no one's going to die anyway. But the important thing there is the fact that supporting units will be getting experience. So that is a way, you know, to grind someone up who's lagging a little behind in levels. Just put them on someone who's stronger and let them help out.
Professor.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Become a sniper, Bernie. Alright. Hymn recital. Why not? It's free.
Learning these things gives me great difficulty.
Our voices are all over the place. We must learn to work together in harmony.
Well, they tried. God bless them. Blaine's birthday. Alright, let's send her flowers.
We will do a beautiful job, I am sure.
Okay, let's give it a try.
Amazing, no?
Alright, congratulations.
Seems simple enough.
Yeah, we'll just skip this.
How long will this take?
As long as it makes me stronger.
Alright, so that other save file that I have set up, so basically after the last stream, I kind of decided that even though I didn't want to grind in this playthrough, it turns out I wasn't really happy with the experience that that my students were getting. So I did some grinding off stream anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a quick reset back to the main menu. And we're going to load my post-grind file. Because honestly, the grinding part is not interesting at all. It's always from the same few maps. The enemies are random, but they're not that random. There's only, like, so many enemy types that they can put in there, you know? The main thing is I got my characters up to important levels. Level 5 is that really important milestone to hit because that's when students can take on a class that's not just commoner or noble. So let's go look at our instructions. Who's close to stuff? Well, oh, right. I have 5 points and only 5 students available to teach, so let's do a little extra teaching. Edelgard should be fine. I do this. Hubert, what do we want for you? What do we want? Oh, we'll just work on reason. Ferdinand, let's get that riding ability up. Yeah, good job, Ferdinand.
I am beginning to understand.
Oh yeah. Lenhart, you're really close to authority, so let's do that.
Oh, I was right.
Congratulations, buddy.
Not a total waste. How embarrassing.
Oh yeah.
It is a long road to mastery. How long will this take?
Sorry, I skipped over that. He just learned a new spell, called Cutting Gale. It's like a stronger version of Wind, if you can believe it. And Dorothea, what have you got?
I got it.
Good job. Yeah, that should be good.
Teacher.
Yes. I don't know why I didn't change that already. Good job, you two.
I'm getting it.
I'm a quick study. I work to grow.
All right. A number of good skills. All right, so certifications. I know I talked about them before, but we're gonna talk about them some more. Let's see. Do I have to do anything? So one certification that I wanted to get done is I wanted to get Edelgard up to this Lord class. She's doing pretty okay. She's more likely to pass than not. But let's see here. She'll get extra movement, extra health. She'll even gain a point to her base stats there, in that case. So this is actually like an older Fire Emblem thing. In the previous games that I've played on stream, when a unit promotes, they would get stat boosts, right? That always made sense to me. But the way it worked in older Fire Emblem games, and the way it works in this game, is that each class has some base value for stats. And when a unit's stat in that category isn't high enough, they'll gain whatever they're missing to reach that base minimum value. So in this case, the Lord is supposed to have a base of dexterity of 10, but Edelgard's is only at 9. So if she passes, she will get a free point in dexterity. So, we're going to go for it. And it worked. That was why I had her learning swords a little bit.
As expected.
So we'll let her change classes. Let's see. Moving on. Linhardt, we need to make him a monk. So the thing about being a noble, or a commoner, is that mages only get half their magic uses. That's not ideal. So let's let him become a monk. And then he'll have his normal amount of magic uses in each battle.
I passed? Well done, me.
And yes, we'll let him change immediately. Caspar! Gonna be a fighter. Good job, Caspar. Axes and Gauntlets, that's his game.
Oh yeah! Nailed it!
Bernadetta's already done. Dorothea is really more of a mage type. Even as a mage, she can still, or even as a monk, rather, she can still use swords, so she's going to monk.
I passed thanks to you, Professor.
And Petra. Petra, I've got two equally good choices. I could either make her a Myrmidon or a fighter. But I've already got kind of a bunch of fighters, so we're gonna just go with the Myrmidon.
I have success.
You did it. Good job, Petra. And then Byleth has a certification or two he can take. So I do have two options for him. The differences are kind of big, or kind of, well, let me try to put it another way. I could either make him a mercenary for extra health and strength, or I can make him a thief for extra dexterity and speed, and also the ability to steal from enemies and pick locks without the need of a key. And when I put it in those terms, I'm pretty sure that the thief option would be the better choice.
A new path to tread.
So, yeah, that's all the certification I wanted to do. We'll do just a little more exploring just to get everyone's motivation up. I don't really have to, like, talk to anyone. Alright, give me them greens that are totally different from the greens or the seeds I gave last time. Yellow flower, blue flower, vegetables. Why not? I only have one of each of those. Scatter bone meal. That seems weird, but okay. Alright, we'll let them build their supports, get some extra motivation.
Delicious.
Ooh.
Yeah. Generic, don't need to hear it. Yeah, that's good.
Oh,
Yeah. Favorite, it's been a while. We get it. Pickled rabbit skewers, okay.
I can eat so much of this stuff. My stomach's growling just thinking about it.
I would be liking that greatly.
Alright. I don't think there's anyone left in the class that, Hubert. I gotta see if I can find something that Linhardt and Hubert both like. Oh, there we go.
While I have little interest in food, I will admit to a weakness for this one dish.
This is my favorite. I am rather happy you went out of your way to pick it, Professor.
Alright, that worked wonderfully. That's all the students maxed out. There's something I wanted to do. Now that I've got the adjutants unlocked, let's just talk to Anna here.
I'd love to catch up.
Yeah. Let's recruit her.
Hey, Professor. Fancy meeting you here. I've got a business, I've got something I want to chat with you about. I know you're busy with a lot of things, but I was wondering if I might be able to join you. Heck, I won't even charge you for my aid. What say you? It's a killer deal. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll just
now
add her.
Plenty of time to get to know my clients better. A merchant needs to know the inner workings of everyone they come in contact with. Helps with the making of the monies, you know.
So just like that, Anna is now a playable unit.
What?
I'm gonna see if I can recruit anyone else. Manuela's here. I don't think I gave her the, that item I found.
I hope you're well. As for me, I had a date with a splendid specimen of a knight. But now he's suddenly not in the mood to see me again. I blame all these rumors of a deathly figure showing up in town. Such an uproar must have, beyond reason, drawn his attention away from me.
Oh, Manuela, you're the best. Wellness herbs, that's what it is.
Wherever did this turn up? Thank you for getting it back to me.
Oh, Manuela, it was right in your office. I don't think she cares about any of those gifts.
Professor, as for me,
okay. Let's try to learn a little something about healing magic.
I still have much to learn.
All right. On the free time, and then, All right, Caspar, let's hear what you got to say. With our
Hey, Professor, what's
weird
going
art. Be quiet, Caspar. Because there's a suspicious man.
Okay. Why are we being so quiet, though? Oh, look at that guy. He looks pretty suspicious. What do you think he's up to? Never mind that. Let's get him.
Caspar, you gotta be a little more cautious with this kind of thing.
Why not? We can figure out what he's up to after we capture him. My instincts tell me that he's up to no good, and my instincts are never wrong. Come on, let's get him before he has a chance to strike.
Hold on, buddy. You need to calm down.
There's no time to calm down. I'm just gonna... Oh no. The path he's walking down leads to the plaza where the kids play. There's no way I'm letting this guy get anywhere near those kids.
Caspar, why did you disobey your professor?
Well,
I am not seeking excuses from you. I asked because I want you to consider your actions and apologize for them. It just so happens that you were correct in your assumption that this man was a villain. If that were not so, he would not have chosen to take his own life upon seeing you advancing toward him.
Great. So I was...
But, because of your actions, that is all we know. There is no way for us to know who he was, what he was planning to do, or if he has allies lurking about. The only lead we have is a scorpion tattooed on his arm. If this indicates that he was a member of an underground organization, we have no way of dealing with it. Are you prepared to be held responsible if his group commits a serious crime?
That's a bit harsh.
Oh, I couldn't possibly.
What are you talking about, Professor? We didn't do anything wrong. Those kids might have been in danger if we didn't act. I couldn't just stand by and let that happen.
So Caspar's he's got a good heart. It's in the right place. Claude's birthday? Nah. Oh, I did not mean to pick that. And I can't back out. Oops.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I make you wait? I ran as fast as I could.
I guess we're doing this. But really, who's going to complain? Let's see if we can figure out what Claude likes to talk about at tea time. Partners. No, it's not interested in dining partners. Okay. Favorite sweets. Does not like sweets. Okay. I don't think we're going to get that third opportunity at this rate.
I'm afraid I've stayed too long. Thanks for the tea. Let's plan to do this again sometime.
Well, that's on me.